back again with another exciting episode of the Cross It Out Show. And as you already know, I'm Bitha, your host. Now, our mission with Cross It Out is simple. We're here to educate and empower the next generation of young women about breast cancer, its health risks, and their holistic well-being. Together, we're crossing out the risks, the fears, and eliminating stigmas surrounding breast cancer and other life-threatening diseases. So far, like I've mentioned in every episode since we started airing, we've made various stops in various regions in the country, from Eastern region to the Ashanti region, to the Western region, to the Central region, to the East, well, I already said Eastern region, haven't I? And well, the Greater Accra region. We've reached over 600,000 young women. And during the next episodes, we'll take you on our journey, recapping our time spent with these amazing young women of the future. Our drive is sponsored by Jamal Flora Tissues with support from Top Choco, Tango Prime Washing Powder, IBM Petroleum, YFM, and High School Click. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. Welcome back from that break. Like I said before we went on that break, the tour has made stops in Ibrigel Senior High School, Achimoto Senior High School, St. Mary's Senior High School, Ebenezer Senior High School, Kobo Girls, Ola Girls, St. Brother Andre, Nungua Senior High School, Kwabenya Community. The schools are a lot. I'm running out of breath. Infantiman Girls Senior High School. We even went to the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, and I think we run that episode. That was like last week, I think so. Yes. And then we had an amazing conversation about that. Don't be surprised at all, because like I said, no youngster is left out. So it doesn't matter if you're in the university or if you're in your senior high school, we'll be coming to a school near you. We are not only creating awareness and crossing out the fear and the stigma of the disease itself, we also want to let you know that breast cancer is now the most commonly diagnosed cancer worldwide, and it's accounting for over 2.3 million cases each year. So the need for this awareness among young women has never been more urgent, and that is why the Cross It Out campaign is here for you. On September 19, 2024, the lively campus of Nungua Senior High School pulsed with purpose as the Cross It Out campaign rolled in, blending entertainment with education to drive real change. Of course, MX24 TV, backed with passionate sponsors and health experts, brought the message home. Students were treated to powerful talks from figures like Dr. and Mrs. Avril Adakwa and Madam Na Adokarley Mettle Tutu. Whew, that was a mouthful, wasn't it? But it's not just about the science. There was mentorship, vibrant performances, open dialogue. The energy was electric, and I mean, I was there. What did you expect? Did you expect the energy to not be electric? But our mission was clear. Empower the next generation to cross out the fear, the misinformation, and limitations of breast cancer. This stop at Nungua Senior High School was more than just a visit. It was a movement in motion. Let's take a look at a video from our doctor.
So today we are here to talk about breast cancer. So cancer is a term that is used for cells that grows out of control, right? So it means that it forms a mass and becomes a tumor. Now with the tumor, we have non-cancerous and the cancerous one. So the non-cancerous is benign and the cancerous one is malignant. Now breast cancer is not the only disease that affects the breast. It's important because it leads to death, because it's the commonest cause of death amongst women from the reproductive age. So you have 15 years to about 49 years. So as women and as young ladies, it's important to know what breast cancer is, and can educate yourself, your friends, and your siblings or your mom. So breast cancer is a disease of the breast tissue itself as a result of abnormal growth of the breast cells. We have risk factors that leads to breast cancer, but the exact cause is not known. So one, being a female is a factor, but men too get breast cancer. Yes, you have breast tissues, but it's not as big as the ladies' own. And then being an African descent, being black, is a risk factor. Also, taking oral contraceptives is a risk factor, like the leaders and other things. Also, having your menses at the early stage. Sometimes we have others having it at 7 years, 6 years, 8 years. So the breast tissue is being exposed to a hormone called estrogen that will make the cells grow out of proportion. And also having a family history. Let's say you have a relative or an auntie with history of breast cancer. So you mean you're at risk of having what? Breast cancer. If you have an uncle with prostate cancer too as well, the research has shown that the cells within prostate cancer also expresses in the breast cancer. So if you have an uncle with issues of that, then it's best to screen yourself. So now when you come to the hospital, what do? We talk to you, that's taking history. We ask you your age, what age do you have your menses? Are you taking oral contraceptives? Have you noticed any changes in your breast? Is one bigger than the other? Are you having any form of lump? Is it painful? Does it move? Is it hard? Is it firm? Does it look like the skin around it? Has it changed? Then we go on to do our physical examination. We tend to expose the parts of the breast. We look at it. We ask you to do certain maneuvers for us to determine it. So we touch the breast, we examine and everything. Then, if we find a lump or anything that suggests a tumor, then we go ahead to request some lab investigations. We do basic lab tests. Then we can do biopsy to take some of the sample out and then examine to see if it is cancerous or not. Then, depending on the age on the individual, either do an ultrasound or mammogram. These are imaging to look within the breast to see whether the breast tissue is cancerous or not. So then, with younger ladies like you, we use the ultrasound. But if you're above 35 or 40 and above, we do mammogram. Breast cancer can happen to anyone. Yes, younger people, the risk is quite rare, but now research has shown that younger people too are having it. So it's best for you to know and also educate your parents.
That was quite insightful, wasn't it? But I have with me in the studio one of our speakers for the stop, Madam Na Adokarley Mettle Tutu. I'm pronouncing it right?
Perfectly right, 100%.
I am. Oh, thank you. See, this is why you need to study literature. Every time I am telling you people, you're able to mention names without even, like, I didn't even ask you. I just mentioned it just like that. So smart, incredibly smart. But thank you so much for coming in studio today. We're just going to have a short conversation about our stop at Nungua Senior High School. Now, the first thing I'm curious about is what motivated you to join this drive? Was it a conversation that you had with our project lead? Or what was it? Was it personal?
Yeah, thank you for having me in the studio.
You're welcome.
It's always a delight to see you. Like, you keep me smiling throughout. Okay, so what motivated me when he told me what the campaign was about, that's the producer, and the fact that it was related to breast cancer, I think it got personal to me because my grandma suffered breast cancer in her early 60s.
Wow.
And because it was detected early, it was treated, and fortunately, thankfully, she survived it, and she's currently 91 years.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. Early detection saves lives.
It really
They were
does.
right about it.
Very true.
Also, it hit a personal nerve.
It did.
So
it
that
really
was
did.
why. That's interesting. Now, how was the experience like for you? Like interacting with the students, talking to them, just going on this drive with us?
It was really fulfilling. There's nothing fulfilling as talking to younger ones, because I saw myself in their shoes a few years ago, and I probably didn't have that opportunity to have these kind of interactions or messages with mentors and then this kind of health education. And so for me, it was very fulfilling that I had the opportunity to be on such a huge platform to interact with students and share the little knowledge and experience that I had. So it was very fulfilling.
Amazing. Now, throughout the entire day or throughout the entire event, after we're done, did you feel like this was worth it? This project was worth it? Did you feel like this is an assignment that MX24 TV has taken upon with your sponsors, obviously, and it's something that we should keep running?
Yes, I think that it's an excellent initiative. It's very impactful.
Yeah.
And they say baby steps, and it takes a while for impact to be felt. But I think that it's a step in the right direction. It needs to be encouraged, it needs to be promoted. And we're making so much impact in the lives of these young ones, not just health-wise, but academically, emotionally, mentally, psychologically. It boosts their confidence. And seeing people like even you yourself, yeah, Bitha, it gives them the hope that, you know, there is something ahead for them in the future. There's always light ahead of the tunnel.
Most
Yes.
definitely. And I just want to know this. Have you had thoughts of embarking on a project like this personally?
Yes. I think I have. So for me, way back in senior high school, I had the opportunity to be president of a club called Lady Julia Fan Club.
Oh,
That's Otu,
Lady
their Santa
Julia,
Kene's wife.
Yes.
She was,
Oh, you went to the senior high in the Ashanti.
no, it wasn't in the Ashanti. It was
Oh.
in Cape Coast, Wesley
Coast.
Girls. Yes.
I
And she's an
see.
old girl.
Oh, she's an old girl, so that's where
Yes.
the foundation of that,
Yes, that's
happened.
it. So I happened to be the president of that club.
Wow.
Yes, in my final year. And that club has to deal with mentoring the first years when they come to school. Because when they come to school, everybody is confused.
Yes.
Yes, so it was our responsibility, our task, to make sure we nurture them and shape them to be full gehe girls in their first year. Then second year, they can find their feet. So that's kind of interaction started quite early for me. And since then, it's been my passion to mentor such young ladies. So anytime I have the opportunity, whether a school, whether church, any organization, to mentor or speak to young people.
You're always down for it.
Exactly.
And that's
I
exactly
am.
how she was down for us when we made our stop at the Nungua Senior High School for the Cross It Out campaign 2024. And you know what? This stop was so powerful and so power-packed. Let's have a look at some inspirational and motivational moments by Na and Nana Lexus.
My name is Adokarley, but for my stage name, you can call me Kale Mettle. So Mettle as in Joe Mettle, yes. Hey, okay. After that, I'll give you a song before I leave. Hey, you want that too? Okay. All right, so to start with, I'm a marketing communications practitioner, and I moderate events, or I MC events like what she does. I've been doing it for the past 8 years, and I've done several events, corporate, state events, what have you. And I love the art of public speaking. I discovered this art sometime back in junior high school. And so that is why I'm very passionate about public speaking and communication. That's why I'm here to share the little that I know with you. What I'm going to present has been captioned, Speak Right to Lead. Please repeat after me. Speak right to lead. Speak right to lead. Thank you so much. Now, I'm coming from the background of some school of thought, especially in our part of the world. In the past, they used to think that if you are confident, you can talk in front of people, or you can talk in front of elderly people, perhaps your teachers or your parents, and you can ask questions, or you can challenge. I remember when I was in school, sometimes I used to read ahead in primary school, okay? So one of my favorite subjects was social studies. I will read ahead, and when I go to school, the teacher will be saying something which I would realize isn't too correct. And I'll ask the teacher why. I'll sort of challenge the teacher because I knew what I had read. You understand? And in the past, they used to see young people like yourselves who can challenge, who can talk boldly, as too known. Am I right or wrong? As too known. But is it true? No, it's not true. They think that when you always put your hand at your back like a Catholic sister, sanctimonious, or when you're talking, you look down. Imagine I'm talking to you, I'm saying, hello, Helena, can I have your pen? How will you
figure me out? Will I look confident? Will you take me seriously? Yeah, you step up on me any day, anytime. I mean, I don't mean literally, like you walk over me anytime. So in the past, especially from our part of the world, in Africa, in Ghana, when you are bold, you are confident, you can challenge, you can ask questions, you can walk or talk in front of elderly people, they used to see you as too known, or you don't respect, or you are arrogant, just because you are assertive. But that is a wrong perception. Say wrong perception. Say it's an error. Great. And on the other hand, when you are always timid, your hand at the back, your voice tone is always low, they think you are respectful. You have to exude confidence. What did I say? Exude confidence. Wherever you are, you need to be confident. You know how Bitha is so confident? She comes, she talks to you, she engages you, she dances. She's so great. And that's why she's on TV.
You say cancer, a lot of people think it's far away. It lives somewhere in America or UK or non-existent place. And maybe in 10, 20 years or 30 years, it would come to you. But for me, I have experienced someone who lived with cancer and died of cancer. And so I know cancer is not 1,000 years away from me. It can't be living with you now. And for you to be aware that it's around, there are things you have to do. I'm coming from McPhillips Foods, and at McPhillips, we believe in branding. We believe that when you know what you want, you eat the right things, and you're able to produce off the right things. And so everything we produce at McPhillips is 100% organic. And that is one conversation I want to have with you. Let's put McPhillips somewhere on the side for now. I'm a life coach. I teach people how to live their lives in the 12 areas of their life.
12 areas of your life: career, finances, relationship, personal growth, health and wellness, contribution, spirituality, leisure and fun, social connection, romantic relationship.
Beautiful. You see that the things we mentioned really exist in your life? If you don't believe it, raise your hand and let's have a conversation. All these aspects of your life matter. You are here because at the end of the day, you have to grow, make money, make a family, and then survive. Bitha says something. Until you come out of here and the real life hits you, that's when you know that you need to perhaps have saved. You need to have had a good life by thinking about what you consume, the food you eat. 99.9% of the time, most of these cancers is as a result of habits. Doctor, am I right? And these habits form as part of the things we eat, the actions we don't perform, the exercises, and making sure we are in the right space. You don't have the right friends, so they can't tell you, I think I see something on you, it's not good. When you feel that your friend, you perceive a very bad odor from your friend, you don't even tell your friend because you're embarrassed. You feel that you will offend them. You feel that by telling them, you may say something that is not right. But when you find yourself in the right connections, they are able to tell you to make you what? To make you what? To make you what? Aware, and then what? Make you better. And so these areas of your life, I want you to pay attention to. Your spirituality matter. Without faith, nothing is achievable. I have to believe that as I'm coming to speak with you, all of you may perhaps listen to me. If not all of you, about 60% of you will listen, and someone will pick something out of this conversation today to make meaning of their life. And so I'm encouraging you, your personal life matters to me. If not to you, it matters to me. We have just a few human beings existing that are right, living. And I want you to be part of those people. So mind the things that you're eating. Watch the friends that you are having. Keep record of your finances. How many of you have susu boxes? I remember 16 years ago, I told somebody this thing. The things you're saving today will make meaning for you tomorrow. 15 years ago, I was speaking to people. I didn't know that I would be awarded. The first time I received a nomination, I cried. And I tell people, I'm like, so people see what I'm doing. It's just like the little money that you keep in that susu box. People may not see it, but the impact will be what? It will be what? And so I encourage you, finances is everything. The life you see people live on social media, if you want to live the same life, you have to save towards it. Nobody will give you that money. Nobody owes you anything in the world. No. Put that at the back of your head. No one owes you anything. As I've come here, my dress and everything, you may admire, but I don't owe you anything. I am only offering a part of my life to impact you. And so you have to make that decision to impact yourself. What you hear here today, you have to make meaning of it. Yes, most of you will not be able to go forward after this place, as in the secondary school, but life does not end there. If you keep your health in check, finding money is easy. Achieving the passion you have is easy. And so I would go sit down very soon. The 12 areas of our life, you're going to measure it. Every other month, ask at least 5 friends, how do you think I am doing in this area? How do you think I am doing in this area? If you had the chance, what would you tell me to change about that part of my life? And as you are going to ask friends about these questions, please and please, have an open mind, an open ear to listen. Don't hear the things and be enemies with that friend. Anybody who tells you the ill things about you, what does a person do? The person loves you, and so open your ears and listen. Write these 3 questions, and then that will guide you in the quest of what you want to be. Who do you want to be? And what do you want to be recognized for? Regardless of what people think or say, what do you want to be recognized for? At the end of the day, what legacy are you leaving? And if success does not come today, and any other thing meets you on the way, people will say, I had cancer as an accident, or nothing happens as an accident. You had to be in the moment for it to occur. And so whatever you meet, you have to embrace it. Accident or no accident, look at the positive in that situation. I leave you with the fact that take care of your lives. It matters, not for today, but for tomorrow. If you live a good life and you care about other people, the world become what? The world become what? A better place. And so pay attention to your health, pay attention to the health of other people around you. And when you see something on somebody, say it. When you perceive something that is not right, tell the person, or find someone who the person can listen to.
Well, this has been good. Our time at the Nungua Senior High School was amazing. It was electrifying. And thank you so much for coming in studio and also showing up at the Nungua Senior High School where we made our stop for the Cross It Out campaign. Thank you so, so much. I really appreciate it. Any last words?
So first of all, thank you for having me. I think it's always an honor to be with you, the Crox It Out event and campaign. And my final words would be, of course, to the younger generation. Time is of the essence and opportunities come but once. Make good use of every opportunity that comes your way, of every time that you have in your space, and do what is right, live well, eat well, do what is right and good for you. You definitely know what is right, you definitely know what is wrong. And at the end of the day, it will help you live long and live a good quality life. So let's speak right to lead. That was my caption for the Nungua Senior High School. Speak right to lead. Whatever you do, whether it's your body language, whether it's your physical words, let it speak right on you or for you. And eventually you get to lead in whichever space you find yourself in.
Exactly. Speak right to lead. Thank you so much for coming in. And guys, watch out for our next stop. You never know. It might be at a school near you. For sponsorship or inquiries, you can reach us out on the number 059-229-2746. 059-229-2746. Cross it out. Our Cross It Out stop at the Nungua Senior High School was sponsored by Flora Tissues, Top Choco, Tango Prime Washing Powder, IBM Petroleum, McPhillips Foods, YFM, and High School Click. It has been an amazing 30 minutes with you. My name is Bitha, and this has been the Cross It Out Show. I'll see you soon. Peace out.
like that. I like that. I see you. Thanks. 1, 2, 3. Hey. Oh. I like that. I like that. I put fire. Cross it,